Welcome. In this magnificent setting, in the place they have chosen to make their home, Caitlin and Sam have gathered family and friends, the people they love and who surround them with love, to witness their marriage. And we send a special greeting to Caitlin's grandparents, Grandma Joan and Grandpa Jim Hayden, who were so looking forward to being here today, but who are with us via FaceTime.
We hope.
Although they are emphatically millennials, when it comes to love, Sam and Caitlin are old school. They didn't meet on OkCupid or Tinder or Hinge. They met in person their freshman year at the University of Wisconsin, where they both happened to live on the 6th floor of the Statesider. They didn't start dating immediately or hook up right away. They were just great friends. Caitlin and her sweet mate Deb joined, as Sam puts it, a group of clueless guys, and they spent a lot of time together. As the year went on, Sam realized that he liked Caitlin as more than just a friend. Sam says there was something different about Caitlin. She was genuine and smart as a whip, a true guy's girl, but not the kind that didn't get along with other girls. She has, as is obvious, great girlfriends. Caitlin, too, knew they had an instant connection because of how big they'd both smile every time they saw each other. But at 19, Sam admits he had zero game. And although he remembers a few late nights when the rest of the group fell away and it was just Sam and Caitlin together, Sam cabined his feelings and didn't make a move. Summer came and Sam and Caitlin went their separate ways, and although sophomore year they again lived in the same building, this time the Embassy, they didn't spend much time together. And then they were juniors. They lived in different buildings, but they started to see each other more often, increasingly without the company of their clueless friends. One fall afternoon, when they were alone watching TV, Sam decided he was not going to let Caitlin get away again. So he put his arms around her and he said, "I'm sorry, but I have to kiss you." Caitlin immediately covered her mouth with both hands, and Sam says he will never forget her smiling eyes when she exclaimed, "We can't! What about our friendship? This will ruin everything if it doesn't work out." After promising each other that they would always be friends, they kissed. But it was not happily ever after. This is an old-fashioned love story, and there are bumps along the road and a few detours. You see, Caitlin and Sam had each independently decided to spend the next semester overseas. They had both chosen to study in Australia, but despite their budding romance, they decided they should go unattached. And that's what they did, at least for a little while. Less than 2 months after arriving in Sydney, Sam and Caitlin became a couple again. And they stayed a couple when they returned to the United States, graduated from college, and moved to Chicago to work. But it was still not happily ever after. About a year after they moved to Chicago, they decided to take a break from their relationship and see other people. For both of them, the ensuing 8-month separation was crucial. They both dated other people, and Sam says after a while, he realized how much he missed Caitlin. No one else could compare. In his words, "I was lost at sea, throat dry and body dehydrated, only to be surrounded by water that could never satisfy my thirst." And Caitlin recognizes that while their relationship started as college kids, the separation allowed them to fall in love as adults. That summer, Caitlin and Sam found their way back to each other through a song. "Home" by Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros was playing everywhere, and they were both listening. Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my ma and pa, not the way that I do love you. We'll laugh until we think we'll die. Barefoot on a summer night, nothing new is sweeter than with you. Ah, home. Let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Ah, home. Let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you. And Caitlin and Sam came home to each other. And then it was happily ever after. Caitlin, Sam, the time you took to get to happily ever after, the time apart as well as the time together, has allowed you the freedom to become your own person and to choose to build a home together. Sometimes the world treats a couple as one person, and over time, couples start to assume a singular identity. But as Caitlin observes, you definitely don't agree on everything, and you are decidedly different people. But that's what makes us work, she says. It keeps our relationship alive and interesting. Indeed, while marriage is often described as the fusion of two into one, or the surrender of self into another, your marriage will stay strong as long as you both recognize that there is strength in the differences between you. That's what allows you to truly become a team, a term you both use to describe your relationship and why it works. From raising your puppy son, Bodhi, to deciding whether one of you should change jobs or which one of you should change a light bulb, being good partners, working together, requires each of you to contribute your personal best to the greater good. The path of your relationship has also made you appreciate what you love about the other. Sam says Caitlin is loyal, loving, intelligent, beautiful, silly, caring, thoughtful, patient, hardworking, and kind. And Caitlin says, I love that Sam makes friends wherever he goes. I love his jokes and how hard he can make everyone laugh. He's creative and handy. I love how much family means to him. I love how much my family loves him. I love the way he dances. And finally, on your journey home, you learn something profound about the power of love. You both talk about the gravitational pull of your love. Someone wise once said, don't marry the person you think you can live with. Marry the person you know you can't live without. You know what it is to live without each other. And both of you said the same thing. You just don't feel complete. Today, Caitlin and Sam, you are symbolically and legally making your lives complete. You're ensuring that home is wherever you are together. May your home be filled with more love every day than the day before, and may you continue to smile each time you see each other. In Judaism, 7 traditional blessings are recited at a wedding. The blessings, roughly translated, praise God for the creation of the world and human beings capable of love, marriage, and procreation. Sam and Caitlin have chosen a modern version of the 7 blessings and have asked each one of their parents to recite one. While they're receiving their blessings, Sam and Caitlin will be wrapped in a tallis, a traditional Jewish prayer shawl. It's not just a tallis. This was Sam's Grandpa Stan's tallis. And though, as Sam knows, Grandpa was not a terribly religious man, he is so happy to know that his tallis, like his love, still embraces you and is embracing Caitlin as your bride.
Whoop. Closer together.
Yeah, there you go. Sam, Caitlin, may you be generous and giving with each other.
May your sense of humor and devotion to one another always continue to enliven your relationship.
May you appreciate and compliment each other's differences.
May you always share yourselves openly with your friends and family.
May you respect each other's individual personality and philosophy, and give each other room to grow and fulfill each other's dreams.
May you understand that neither of you is perfect. You are both subject to human frailties, and may love strengthen when you fall short of each other's expectations. Finally, together, Sam and Caitlin will sip from a cup of wine to remember that the best things in life are always sweeter when you enjoy them together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. Caitlin and Sam come from two strong and loving families, and their love unites not just their lives, but their families and two different faiths. While appreciating the differences between their traditions, Caitlin and Sam have come together to celebrate the best of both, to focus on their similarities and to honor their differences. They have chosen to light a unity candle, symbolizing the union of their two families. Their parents will each light a candle and hand it to their child. Caitlin and Sam will then use their separate candles to light one. As the families light the unity candle, Caitlin and Sam are mindful of those family members who are no longer with us, but whose presence they keenly feel here today. Grandpa Joseph and Grandma Rose Croyce, Uncle Bruce Hazen, great-grandmother Gigi Ratner, and Grandpa Stan Foster. They all have given so much to you, Caitlin and Sam, and they will live on in the family you create together. Thoreau wrote, "Love must be as much a light as a flame." Caitlin and Sam, let your love always be both. For thousands of years, a contrast